Hello everyone, and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, I'm going to retry the Pakpatiq combo deck. So it's an Azorius Pakpatiq combo deck centered around, of course, the Ojer Pakpatiq, Deepest Epoch. Legendary God for 4 mana for 3, flying, but whenever you cast an instant spell from your hand, it gains rebound. And of course, it's one of the gods from Lost Cavern, so when they die, they become a land, and then you can, I guess, do some sort of trick to bring it back. And for Pakpatiq, it is to use it as a mana land for 3 turns. And when you do, you can then pay 3 to return it back, which is kind of insane. You basically never lose it, and there's not really that much of a downside. There's not really that much of a trigger that you have to wait for, like having to. I think the Aklazat one requires our opponent to have only 1 card in hand, and there's one that require to have more creatures on board, and there's other gods too, but this god is just takes time, right? Which in a stall deck, that's all we got. So the idea of this Pakpatiq deck originally was, hey, what if we just run Deduce, we draw a bunch of cards? What if we run Spellscorn Coven and Horned Loch-Whale, which if you play the instant side and gains rebound, you can cast the creature side for free, which is pretty good effects. I also slotted in a Twinning Twins for that same ability, which is a flicker that also comes back as a 4/4 flying vigilance reward of 1 creature, which, I mean, in olden days sounds pretty broken, but nowadays it's barely fair as it is. But just getting a rebound on a lot of our instant spells that have good abilities are warranted, and we got a great new instant spell from, what is it called? Aetherdrift. That's Ride's End. So Ride's End is a 5 mana exile target creature or vehicle that we can cast for just 2 mana if we target a tapped permanent. So that means that we can pay 2, target a tapped permanent, get rebound on Ojer, and then next turn cast it for free, and we can target any creature we want if there are creatures on board. The best thing about this is if we have Ride's End rebounded, a lot of times our opponent might not even want to cast any creatures on board, and if they don't, we get to buy an extra turn. So with a stall deck, buying every turn sounds pretty fantastic to us. So that's the whole idea of this deck. Now let's talk about the deck list, right? So in the early game, we got nothing. No turn 1 plays, because of course, blue-white control, no turn 1 plays is normal. Go to turn 2, we got 4 Get Lost, 4 Deduce, and 4 Horned Loch-Whale, and 4 Ride's End. It's really, we got a bunch of removal against our opponent's any early game presence for our stall deck. And then we have Deduce to draw cards. If our opponent's control, they're not doing anything, we'll just Deduce it. So that's kind of the idea for the early game. And then going to turn 3, here's where this deck really requires some more fine-tuning. Because against aggro, well, we got Temporary Lockdown. For Temporary Lockdown, there's no instant speed board wipe that we can use for a rebound, but Temporary Lockdown really is pretty good for a deck that really does not hope to utilize early game drops, enchantments, artifacts, or anything like that. So Temporary Lockdown would just kind of lock everything down. We don't have Maze Mind Tome to worry about to accidentally lock it down ourselves. The only thing we kind of have to worry about is the Deduce clue. But then if we're going to play a clue on turn 2, we know we're not locking down turn 3. That's kind of the idea. And if our opponent's the Beanstalk deck, well, we got 2 Loran off the 3rd pass to break their Beanstalk. Loran is pretty good in this deck because we can... there's always artifact enchantments in the current standard for us to break. And then we can have a Vigilance creature to just kind of pressure a little bit. And then we can get card draws if our opponent's aggro, because our cards are better than the opponent's cards in an aggro deck. And then we have also 2 Kutzil's Flanker. Kutzil's Flanker is pretty good against combo deck because we can exile their graveyard at flash speed. And if they're big board, if we are able to remove their board through Temporary Lockdown, right? It's just this, if a creature left the battlefield under your control this turn. So if they kill our Lorans of the 3rd pass, we can bring out the Kutzil's Flanker and make it a little bit bigger to kind of fight their aggro creatures. So, sort of the idea. But mainly it's for exiling their graveyard. And if nothing else, we can always gain 2 life and scry 2. So the 3 mana plays are these 2 cards for active play. And then for reactive play, we got Temporary Lockdown to lock down their board. And then for 4 mana plays, we got 3 Beza the Bounding Spring. This is one of my new favorite cards because of the meta being this aggressive. Beza a lot of times get us all the values. We get a treasure, we get a 4 life, we get 2 fish, and we get a extra card. So normally we get all the values because our opponent's going to have more lands than us somehow. I don't know how, but they're going to do that. Our opponent's going to have more life than us because, well, obviously they're aggroing us now, or they have some sort of nightmare that make us lose life. And then they're going to have more creatures because, well, we have no creatures in this deck, usually by turn 4, especially if we're holding back the Flanker or Loran for more value. And then other 4-drop is the Azorius Pakpatiq. That's kind of the idea. These are not actual 4-drops. The cards that we play here, the Twinning Twinks, is actually a 2-drop. I'm going to put this on a side here. And a Spellscorn Coven is actually a 3-drop. I'm going to put this on a side here because it's a 2-drop that we're not going to play on turn 2 because it's a Flicker ability. And we want to use it to Flicker our Loran, our Kutzil's Flanker, or Flicker our Beza. And then we got Spellscorn Coven. This might be a black mana fairy, but it's not actually a black mana fairy because we're just going to play the Take It Back side, which is just a pseudo counter spell. It's the Divide by 0. Return target spell back to his owner's hand. And that's all that it does. But then we can play it for 4 mana and make our opponent discard a card. But we can then flicker it. If our opponent only has 1 card, we can bounce it back to their hand as they cast it and then play it so that they have to discard it. Those are kind of the idea. But mainly, it is just another ability that we can combo with Ojer to get a free fairy. That's the whole idea of why Spellscorn Coven is in the deck. But the deck now runs 3 Beza and 4 Right's End to fight this current aggressive meta. This is only to counter or counter combo decks, counter large, heavy spell combo decks. And in the land base, well, blue-white, so pretty standard. We got 25 lands total. So 4 plains, 4 islands, 4 Floodfarm Verge, 4 Meticulous Archive, 4 Seachrome Coast, 2 Cavern of the Souls, 2 Demo Fields, and then 1 Fountainport just to add up to 25 lands and have something to do if our opponents control. We're not doing much. They're not doing much. We're just going to try to make fish and go for the win that way. So you can see this deck. It's kind of all over the place, I would say, but it's got the synergy, and let's see if it can go the distance. Let's go into the games. All right, our opponent is Ronixus. Ronixus. Opponent goes first. I guess he's going to be on the wrong side of the Ronixus. All right, are they aggro? We're going to say hi. There seems to be some sort of aggro. Probably the Wabbits. The Wasky Wabbits deck. Burrow Garmentor. We take the 2. Seachrome Coast. Exile target non-token. I can exile a non-token creature. Not sure if I want to do that here. We don't hop to it. I'm gonna flicker this little guy out. Only take 2 damage that way. I can play something. This doesn't do anything. I mean, he can put a... Can he? No, he can't. Quest Caller? Cool. You can have that Valley Might Caller back. It might seem like it's bad for me, but at least I got this going. Just hopefully there's no get lost. Gotta lock that down temporarily. Another Might Caller? Alright, we have less life, but that's all that we have that's less. Do I want to Beza here? I could flank him and just catch him off guard. Is that worth it? I could also play this. Don't think I Beza here because it's not worth it. Maybe we'll flank him, catch him off guard. Hop to it. I can make him play it again. This is going to be a 4, right? Hey, you know what? You play it again. Ah! Yeah. That makes sense. I can make a 4-3 here. This will be a 4-4 that attacks us. Is that worth the fight? Because then I can get lost this and get another get lost back. I don't know if the second get lost is really worth anything. You know? He's gonna hop to it. Wait till the combat. Maybe he has a protection spell. Let's get lost in my collar. No protection spells. He's gonna use that map. Okay. Gets a... No, can't counter his stuff no more. Wabbits. Them wascally wabbits are out. Cool. Oh boy. Oh god, that's scary. Alright, let's play this. Let's get ourselves a... Gain 2 life and Scry 2. Oh god, those are bad cards. I guess the Deduce is okay. Do I even want this Deduce? I mean, I can combo it with Ojer. That's about it, right? I don't think that's worth... It's a card draw, but... Wouldn't Beza also be a card draw? I can draw a land, or I can draw a 1-drop. I mean, basically, if I draw anything here, if I play a land, Beza draws me another card. Right? If I draw a land, basically I'm giving up a card draw just to get an additional card draw. Is that worth it? I don't think that's worth it. I think what I want to do is this. That way I can get the Deduce in my hand. Alright, now I get to play it. Give me Beza. This will give me 2 things. Oh, it'll give me everything, right? Everything except the treasure. So then we can just hold that to block. If he attacks and then pumps everything, we got blockers. Beza's real good. Alright. Maybe he wants to hold off to get the offspring. Paw Patch Recruit. Yeah, I guess he's gonna go wide on us. That makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. But our god, the Pakpatiq. Pakpatiq. Oh, it's really hard to say that word. Alright, so we can not attack here. I don't have to ever attack. Just gotta wait till he runs out of cards, basically. There's the offspring. I can't stop that. He's gonna get a gigantic board. One attack? Just a 1? This is whenever you attack, right? You can Quay Wabbits, or attacking creature gives +1/+1, but it's just gonna Quay Wabbits. Why did I start talking like that? Quay Wabbits. Oh, really? 4/5, huh? Let's draw a card here. Cool. What a dead draw. Can we block with the Beza? We can block with the Pakpatiq, but I think we block with Beza here. Not trade. Draw another card. Oh, it is a whale. And then it's a land. Cool. So I guess we can twinning twins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8 mana. I can whale, I can draw a card, and I can twin. So I guess we draw a card first. Do I need to tap the demo field? I mean, I got board wipes in the deck, right? Okay, so guess I'm not board wiping. I can play the twinning twins. It's just got the ward. I don't know if that's worth... Nah, I guess it is. No vigilance here, so we gotta have to hold back. We got our 1 temporary lockdown, and that was about it. So I gotta hope that I draw more. Sort of board wiping cards. There's no way to bounce my temporary lockdown, and that's kind of the downside. Is everybody coming in? It's just one guy. Nah, it's just one guy. It's not as bad. Plus, and then another plus. Okay. I think we'll go to Bloxies. We'll block like this. The Guess we can... You know what? I'm just gonna block... Do I do that post-combat after damage is dealt? Or do I just trade the Twin Twins? Don't want to trade the Twin Twins, right? I can take the 4. It's Trample. That's fine. What else he got? Draw some cards. Double draw some cards. I draw a Cavern. Definitely not a useful card here. Free card draw, please. Please and thank you. Ooh, Beza. Oh, and the Twinning Twins. It's going to be important here. I don't think this matters as much. What do I cast? Fairy? Oh yeah, Fairy. Fairy is good because the Spell Coven can make him discard his last card. Right? Okay, let's see. 4 and then 4, which means I only have 1 mana. I can't whale if I did that. So I can't Beza here, but I think making him discard his last card might be good. I don't know how he casts it. I don't have to Beza right now. And I get a lot of... Oh, so just a land? Okay. You got me. You got me good. It's Vigilance. I gotta put on full control mode. I gotta put it on the main... Oh, he gets to play it, right? Let's see if he wants to go into combat, or does he want to play it? I can't stop him from playing that card. The Beauregard Mentor. Okay, that's pretty scary, but it's not even a world, because we can Horned Loch-Whale it. Put up something on each. They're just the one. It's not really doing much. Come at me, bro. Just a 2/2. Plus. More plus. Yeah, I want a free whale here. Well, okay. How do I fight the Beauregard then? That's the question, right? I can flicker something. I can block and flicker it. Any good flickers here? Not really. So I have to block the Beauregard Mentor with a lot of our creatures because he has a lot. So I would much rather have a free thing. We'll figure out how to fight the Beauregard later. Right now he can't really fight it. Result. He put a +1 on the Warden Leader? Huh. Right. So, before I go to my turn here, I would like to draw a card. Right and... Oh boy. He about to have it. Free Whale. Free Spell Coven. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I do have 2 mana, not 4 mana. So I can either Beza here, which, I mean, we're kind of matched on creatures. So Beza just gives me the life. I don't think I want to do that. Instead, I will just attack him with the Vigilance. As we go into combat, I'm gonna flicker the Spellscorn Coven right now. Oh, it comes back at the end of turn. Why am I doing this right now? Okay. That was not smart. But I guess... Just 2 attacking? It's right and the Beauregard. He gets to pump. We get another right and next turn. We'll figure out how to cast that later. Oh, it's gone. Okay. So he doesn't really have much. It's just 2/1/1s attacking. Pass to block. Block one with the whale. And, oh no, GG. Yeah, there's so much value coming next turn that he is out of it. GG. Alright, our opponent is Boba. Huh. Well, one of us is gonna suck. I guess I keep. I got 2 whales. If they're aggro, the whales are gonna be pretty good. They're not aggro. They are not aggro at all. I always start with a playing because it tells them they have time, but they, you know, don't have as much time. We're gonna take one of my whale. Don't really have much that you can take with the bat. And we got plenty of time to fight against one bat. The problem is what they have next, right? So they do take one of the whales. Oh, that's it? Okay. No plays, huh? I'll go lower on life. Bloodletter. Bloodletter is scary. Why would you attack after tapping out like that? He keeps the top. Okay, so they have more life, but that's about the only thing they have more of. Let's see if they take our right end. It'll be funny. What would they take? The right end or the whale? Either way, they can't really attack. They take the right end. They're gonna attack anyway? Okay. I'm gonna bounce your whale. I mean, bounce your bat. And then we were gonna right end this up lower. You get the bat back. Now you're gonna target something else. You took our whale. Don't take our whale, man. It's not cool. Alright, we do this right now. We get life, and we don't get a card. Yeah, we don't get a card, huh? I can play this. I don't get the mana, but I will get an extra card. I think that might be better. Card draw is pretty important here. We get the life and we get the card, right? Unless he... What can he do? Kill something in response? I guess he can do that. Nope, he didn't do it. He gave us a card. It's a demo field, but it's a card nevertheless. Cards are pretty important here. I don't know. Edict? Okay. He should have done that in response so I don't get the demo field. Feels like he has nothing. Is it just lands in his hand? Okay, I can play the Twinning Twins. He would just kill the Twinning Twins. Don't think I want to do that. I'll hold back. This will be an annex. I can take all this. I can do this all day. Another bat? That would be pretty annoying, huh? Okay, let's see what he takes. Because I can just whale him. He doesn't take the get loss. He takes the Twinning Twins. Alright. We're just gonna go in. He definitely can kill the Horned Loch-Whale, right? It's got Ward 2, but if he does kill the Horned Loch-Whale, taps him out, then the Twinning Twins are gonna do their thing. Oh, a temporary lockdown. Okay. Well, that ain't gonna be fun for our opponent. No more bats for them. We got the flanker if they don't do anything. If they play Liliana, huh? Oh, I mean, that's what the get loss is for, right?
Happy to help, but I'm taking the credit when we win.
I will discard the Twinning Twins.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Alright, that's his last card. So, do we just flank here? Plus on counter. Each creature. Nope. Okay, didn't even want to play it out. GG. We could just attack Lily down to 1. Can't make us sack. I really wanted to scry to see if there's a better card. There isn't. I would get lost Liliana. But here's the thing, though. You don't want to get lost Liliana if you can help it, because they'll just top deck Annex and then, you know, run out of control. So if you can kill Liliana without having to sacrifice a card, I think I would do that, depending on what my draw is, right? If there's a land on top, I might just draw and keep it, and then just play Twinning Twins and attack, and he can't kill both creatures with one card. So yeah, I don't think he can. That's it. GG. Alright, our opponent is Saul Goodman. Well, we all know Saul Goodman is not an initiate. If anything, he's scum of the earth. Alright, this is... We got 2 Deduce, but not a good hand. I'm gonna keep, though, because we got 2 Deduce, right? So, maybe we can deduce something good out of it. If I get more islands, then I have a good hand. But... also, the fact that I have a Floodfarm Verge and a playing means that every temporary lockdown is live, which is pretty important. Okay. Sunken Citadel will be an interesting matchup. Mono White is definitely... and you know what? I'm going to do this in response. Let's go. Island. Beautiful. The problem is the Pakpatiq is not going to last long against their deck. So, okay. Okay. Now we are gonna have to shoot off our Get Lost against their talent. I don't like it, but it has to happen, right? We're gonna be able to get some value. And if they don't play anything, do I deduce again? Or no, I'll probably sack the clue. Enduring Innocence. I don't want to do anything against that, so I guess I sack the clue for a card. Demo Field, Temporary Lockdown. They're all sort of just marginal right now, and Temporary Lockdown just lock down the cake. I don't think I want to do that immediately. And I don't want to show the Demo Field, so I will show the Pakpatiq. I always say it as Pakpatiq, and I know it's Pakpatiq. Pakpatiq, but it's very hard to say. So, Pakpatiq it is. He's reading. He's losing it. All right, we're gonna get it back. I think that's fine. We're gonna get it back. It's a cycle of time. We can tap to add a blue. We have plenty of life. He's sacking his Carrot Cake right now for a card draw. Okay. Very marginal card draw, I would say. Do I just take out the Enduring Innocence right here? Actually not that bad of a deal, right? Because I will get it back again. Kill it before you get in taps. Alright, we get a free exile next turn. Not a great card, but I don't want to see the Enduring Innocence. And now that it's gone for good, he has to get something else on the board. Otherwise, we kind of run away with the game. This is totally fine. We do get a card that's not very worth it. So what is my plan? My plan is probably Lockdown, right? I cast it for free anyways. So I can Demo Field the Sunken Citadel. Do I do that? I feel like that's not too bad of a play, right? So this, I want to get lost. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to get lost the Overlord. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh god, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can't use the Demo Field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can't use the Demo Field. Might as well not show it. Did we attack first? No. He's just gonna block. So let's get lost the Overlord. like this. Get a rebound if you want to play anything next turn. It will all be gone. Then we will tap this blue. Nope. This white and this white for a temporary lockdown. It just takes out all of his value. And then we can go, yes. I know it gets an exile on us if I do this, but that will take up a lot of his turn. And I can still deduce in response. Then our tempo of cycle time will come back, right? Another Overlord. Alright. Seems pretty good for them. You get a Beza. They get 2 creatures. They have a lot of cards in hand. They play into the Get Lost. They must be pretty pissed about that. Into the Get Lost on that. Cool. Alright, so that's gone. Now I want to demo field, right? The Sunken Citadel. I mean, it's not really doing anything right now. But he could. He could Fountainport at any point. But then wouldn't I want to demo field a Fountainport instead? So this wants to go to Fairy. Do I attack? If I attack and he just blocks it, then I lose the Pakpatiq. Let's just name Fairy. I want to tap this for a blue. I'm going to tap this for colorless. Tap 2 white. It doesn't give us anything else other than a card and some life. That life was not worth it. That life was not worth it at all. Okay? So we will hold back. There's a Fountainport. It's a good thing I held up this. Alright, so he's gonna exile everything and make a 4/4. I think that's fine. I mean, you know, fine to a point, right? We're gonna draw some cards. And we'll get our Tempo of Cycle of Time back. Unfortunately, we're top decking all the lands. That's no fun, but oh, another Pakpatiq. Alright, so do I want to Loran the 4/4 right now? I don't know. I do want more. Okay, so definitely this is coming out. And we're probably gonna pop. We're probably gonna pop the Fountainport. The question is, do I want to play anything else? I could play the Pakpatiq. So this is okay. This is 3 mana to turn into 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, which means that I can't play Beza. So if that's the case, I think I want to. I mean, if I don't play the Pakpatiq, then I can't really get Beza to draw me a card, right? So either way, this is gonna have to happen right now. Let's do that. I know I gave him a white mana, but it has to do. Do I want another white, another blue? Or white, probably. This is not legendary, so I guess I'll play another Pakpatiq. This only has a sorcery? Yeah, only has a sorcery. So then I'll have 3 mana not to be able to do anything, huh? Yeah, but this is. I need to threaten him every turn. Just keep him trying to Sunfalling every turn. Also, if he ever plays the talents, we do have a Loran for their talents. I don't want the Loran out there just to pop a 4/4 here. I have plenty of life, and I have a Beza in case, you know, I go down on life. There's the talent. And then they have a laydown arm. Okay. And he's gonna draw a card. But it's not an extra. Oh, I mean, it's a land. Okay. I also draw a land here. I don't want that land, but it is what it is. So we'll Meticulous Archive. What is our top deck? Deduce. Good. Okay. So then we Loran. Break the talent. And then we Beza. It will draw us a card. Or we turn this cycle into a creature again. And then we would have 3 mana. We will have 3 mana. We'll have 2 for Deduce. So that gives me 3 cards, right? Is that worth it, or should I have Beza right now? I mean, if I Beza right now, he'd probably just Sunfall me. So I think it's Probably got a bunch of lay down arms. I don't draw a card. Why did I turn this into a creature? For some reason I thought I was going to draw a card. That was dumb. No, that was a misplay. Yeah, I thought I was going to draw a card here for some reason. And I gave him this. That was no fun. Alright, I have about one Pakpatiq left. This is very good. Alright, we'll get rid of all his value, which might be important right now. So we will Beza. Beza will draw us a card. I'll tap this. There's 3? Do I even care about the Fountainport? No. And then 3 mana for another temporary lockdown. Get rid of all his value here. It's not really doing much, but it's, you know, stopping him from doing anything at all. He's got so much value in that deck, man. It's hard to fight through all that. And then every card is exile ability, which kills all of our Pakpatiq. 3 out of the 4 is exiled already. He has his Beza. Okay. He gets a treasure, but I don't sound like. That's about it. As long as he doesn't get a card, right? That's the scariest part. He can use that treasure for something? I'm not sure what it is, but he can. Okay, let us deduce. What is a good card to draw here? No idea. Okay, Demo Field. Oh man, that is bad. Okay, Demo Field might be important, but that's about it. Demo Field is the only card that might be important. Every other card is kind of pointless, so I might as well draw right now. See what I can get. If I get a fairy, would I play it? Maybe not. Another Beza. That's the least important card here. Alright, let's get this tap land out of the way. Maybe he has a get loss. He definitely doesn't want to swing a get loss on me right now. Him not playing is also very good for me because I can keep making fish. Can I make fish? No, let's just make treasure. Can't really interact with the treasure as easily as you can interact with fishes. Oh, here we go. Here comes the land train. So, 31 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We've drawn 15 lands already. Out of 25 lands. There's only 10 lands back in the deck. But I'm pretty sure out of the 31 cards, the top 10 are all lands, so... Do I even cavern here? I already caverned for fairy. Do I cavern for another fairy? Let's just drop an island here. I don't really need to do anything, but I will pretty soon, right? Gotta stop him from having Fountainports. So that's kind of the important thing. I'm holding back my demo field. Because otherwise he'll demo field my... Oh my god. Okay, that's bad. That's real bad. That's already immediate value. And we gotta do the thing. No. Auto pay. Sack this. I wish I have 2 Fountainports in the deck, but I don't. Never thought I'd be in this kind of drawn out situation here. So what are we gonna do, huh? 4 mana. He has a get loss. He definitely has a get loss because of all the stick. He doesn't want to swing his get loss at me because that gives me tokens. And tokens will give me extra cards every turn, so... Also, I don't want my base alive. If I want my base dead, I'll be so much more happier. Ride's End. Okay, that's important. Do I Ride's End the Enduring Innocence right now? I can kill in response. So I don't want to do that, right? I want him to... I don't know. He's probably just going to kill in response no matter what. I knew it! Lands! Here it goes. More lands that I know what to do with. I'll have to kill the Innocence in response. Second Citadel's fine. Not attacking. Yeah, I gotta kill the Enduring Innocence in response to him playing a thing. And this is only helping me in the long run, to be fair. Because my deck is controllier than his deck. And I got more controllier cards. More controllier... I know what I said. Alright, more fairies. I just gotta kill his Fountainport if he ever draws another one. No, he is doing the ropey rope. He wants to get lost my Beza? Oh, thank you so much. I'm gonna fire this off right now because chances are he doesn't have another get lost. Maybe he wants to. What kind of tap was that? Yeah, maybe he wants to pressure me, which this helped me so much. Thanks for that get lost. That's such a bad play. Oh man, our opponent has no patience, and you gotta have patience when you play a control deck like that. Is that what you're gonna do? All right. Thanks for all the card draws. Also, no Fountainport. His second Fountainport is... I'm waiting for it. He's thinking about something. What does he even have? At this point, he can instant speed remove his own Beza. That's about it. And I'm pretty sure my Pakpatiq is going to die if I drop it, so I'm not going to drop it. Hello? Aw. I guess we won by proxy, by default. I don't know what it's called, but we won by our opponent roping. Right End. Don't want to right End this, like, at all. Don't really care about the life here, so... I'm drawing too many cards. He's 30... 26 to his 36, and that's kind of a problem as well. But, if I drop Beza here, I don't draw a card. But do I need to draw a card anymore? How do I win? That's a good question, right? How do I win against this deck? Run him out of value. I need to get the fairies. I need to get the fairies and bounce or flicker the fairies. And to do that, I need to have more cards. So... That is a good point. I mean, like, I guess right end, there's not really anything else to target. I don't have the right end here. This I can wait. Oh, there's a Fountainport. Aha! I got you. Yeah, I don't want to right end the Beza because I want to right end the big thing. The Enduring Innocence. He has more Enduring Innocence. I can go down on life. That's fine. Life is a resource. What else would you like to do, huh? 3 cards in hand, probably removals. This game's going to deck out. I'm pretty sure this game's going to deck out. I don't think he can outvalue me unless he has an Overlord. If he has an Overlord, that will be a problem. But right now, I don't foresee it being the problem immediately. I can answer the Overlord as well. Oh man, I'm drawing a lot of these lands, so was I right or was I right about drawing all the lands? All right, so definitely Demo Field here. Definitely popping the Fountainport. It's gotta go. Alright, so I tricked him into summoning a creature. Summoning a creature. I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Now. Did you put your monster in defense mode? I will take action. I want less lands to be drawn. Alright, now that... Oh, wait, no. What the hell did he do? He drew a card. Why did I think he was playing a creature? Should read these cards more. Alright, so he's got 4 cards in hand. How much do I care about those 4 cards in hand? Do I want to Beza here? He would just exile my... He would just remove my Beza with his removal. I can flicker it. I don't want to flicker the Beza, right? I want to flicker the... I take 4, I go down to 11. I think that's fine. I can go down to 11. I'm just gonna have to periodically roll out the threats and see how many he has. Oh boy. Okay, that... Now we have an issue. Can I please draw one of the cards I put in my deck to win? Or is it just too much? Oh, okay, thank you. He would just play it again. He will just play it again, right? But I do want this out there, so... Waste his mana? No. No, 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 no. This doesn't do anything right now. If he levels it up, it's also not too bad for me. So, yeah, nothing here is that useful. Oh boy, get lost. Okay, beautiful. I definitely want to get lost. The Caretaker's Talent. I cannot draw a card no matter what. So I guess we get lost the Caretaker's Talent and just, that's it. Alright, let's throw out the Beza here. I need to gain a little bit of life. He didn't remove. It's good for me if he doesn't want to remove. Alright, this is totally fine. Another Fountainport is not fine. I'm out of ways to deal with Fountainports, to be honest. It's a 5/6. Do I just let it go? I think I can make a fish and block, but this will take... I'll take 5 damage from that. Instead, I'll take 1 damage. Yeah, let's just ride in. If he has Enduring Innocence now, I will be in trouble, so... Right? But now, flickering the Beza will give me extra card. Destroy all untapped creatures. So I flicker the Beza. I draw a card. The values, they need to come back. Get lost. I can make him cast it again, but I mean, get lost is fine. I can return target spell to his owner's hand. Let's return this. I want the twinning twins, so get losting the Beza is fine. You got it. Sack a token to draw. Still has a Fountainport that I cannot fight through. That's gonna be a problem in the long run. I still have land somehow. Might get lost. Okay, I can make him discard a card. Discard a card from your hand. Discard Sunfall. I'm pretty sure he wants to target the Coven for removal the second I Twin and Twins it. So I can't let that happen. But if he used the Fountainport, then I'm gonna flicker it. Fountainport. Pass to the end. Hey, wait. I already passed to the end. Do I get it back? That was weird. I thought I would get it back. I guess. This is going to be an uphill battle regardless, right? Well, I got it back. Discard a card. Maybe he draws a card from the Fountainport. Wow, okay. I don't think I'm going to go to my turn. 19 cards. This is still on the razor's edge, to be honest. I don't like it because I don't have any way to kill the third Fountainport. And that's going to give him so much value. But he did lose 3 Sunfalls already. Right? Ooh, a whale. Can I do anything else? I can play the whale and attack him for 6. Is that worth it? I don't think I have that much time, right? So I have to play the whale, but then he Sunfalls me. How do I get around a Sunfall? I don't think I can at this point. Yeah, I only have one more Twinning Twins, so I don't think I can at this point. Just get the whale out there and let's start doing the combat. Especially if my top deck is a land. Okay, so let's start doing the combat. I did a combat. So make a fish to block. That's good for me, to be fair. Making a fish to block means he's not sacking a fish for life. Another Get Lost. Well, I do need another Get Lost if he has more creatures. Or more enchantments for me to pop. But a Fountainport gives him so much cards, right? Well, it's a Surveil, so I can't afford to get rid of it. But this does mean I can afford to Get Lost my own creature if he Sunfalls me. Now he's sacking his fish to draw a card. So he is going to Sunfall me. Yep. Get lost my own whale. That's his 4th Sunfall, right? I think that's all 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all 4. Oh, come on, opponent. This has been a long game. I hate to lose this game. But our opponent definitely is just sitting there. He's got 2 cards left. Alright, we're gonna have to sack the draw. 17 cards. We're gonna have to fight through what he has with 17 cards left in our deck. It's not fun. Twinning Twins. It's a little late for that. Let's play our Twinning Twins. Probably has more exile abilities. But right now it can protect. And I guess our one Fountainport is going to have to get there. Lay down arms. Pay the ward. Alright. Our one Twinning Twin is going to have to get there. Does he have one more removal? No laying down his arms. Didn't attack. Pakpatiq. It's a little late for the last Pakpatiq, I think. Oh, Coven. Coven's real good here. How do I fight this? Don't think he has boar wipes anymore. He might have more split ups though. And I don't think the Pakpatiq matters as much now. Just gotta hold back threats and run them out one at a time. Oh, come on, opponent. We had a good game. You just gotta let this go. I want to finish this game win or lose. I think it's a pretty fun game. But the problem is, when we get to this level and our opponent starts salt raging, I mean, you're playing a control deck. You should be absolutely familiar with what happens at the end of a control game. Gonna sack that for a card draw, so I don't want to do anything here. And I cannot put 2 creatures or 2 threats on board, because if 2 things die to a boar wipe, I'm losing too much value. And at this point, I don't have much value left. I don't have another Twin to use to flicker this. Enduring Innocence. Okay, so he is gonna get more card draw. It's a lot of card draw. I can make him play it again, but I don't think that's worth it. Carrot Cake. It's also not worth it, but he only draws 1 card, right? Let's see how he fights the Pakpatiq. Or actually the Twins. It's a lot of Carrot Cakes. That is a lot of them carrots. Do I want to make a fish? No. Flanker. I don't think Flanker does much. This does. I do go to combat first? Can't really do anything when I go to combat, so... How many of the, oh man, he exiled my Loran, that's annoying. How many do I have left? Right and 1, 2, there should be 2 more right hand in the deck. And it's pretty important that I draw this, but I don't have it right now. I don't need this mana. It's not gonna counter. Well, I might need 1 black, right? So let's tap a white. Sack this, draw a card. There's a right end. I needed that. Okay, so let's do this in response. It's pretty important. So he needs to sack something to trigger Enduring Innocence. Is he going to? Or is he going to Fountainport? Yeah, I think I used up the mana on the Innocence. Do I? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could get a second usage of right hand. No. I'll do this. He wants that card on top, right? So, but now he's got 2 mana left. It's not going to be easy to use that with just 2 mana left. Oh, he's got no mana left. Okay. All those gets exiled. He wants to keep that on top. That's annoying. Oh, now he got 2 cards. Okay. If he's got 2 cards, I don't think I want to fight it. Yeah, I don't think I want to fight 2 cards. Overlord of the Mistmoor, huh? I can make him recast it for 4 more mana. At this point, I don't need the free spell as much as I need him to have to pay for his cards. Now he can't Fountainport. Do I want to exile his graveyard? I don't think this deck does much with his graveyard. Whereas in Flanker, I mean, I could attack. Let's scry 2. Some of these cards might be important. How many cards do I have left? 11 cards left in the deck? I don't know. I don't know if this Deduce is actively helping or hurting. I guess it's helping. If this game is gonna end, I need to end it quickly, right? So let's go to my turn. Well, Deduce for the card draw. And we will I mean, I'll probably Coven for the discard, but let's not show it. 1 tap, 1 untap. Double block? I mean, I'll take it. Now he can't sack with the Fountainport. That's important. So now we Loran. Break your Overlord. And then we'll also play the this is gonna get split up, right? I mean, if he split up this, I think it's fine. Can't split up both sides. Does not want his Talon no more. I think he still wants the Talon. 19 to 9 cards, huh? Split up. Okay. So it's gonna destroy the untapped creatures with those two. Time to make fish. It's down to the last card, and if I pressure him every turn, then he has to do something. He's gonna block the 3/1, right? And trade. But that means he can't draw a card with a Fountainport next turn. Let's see what he's gonna get. We get another 20 twins. Can't just throw out the values like that. Okay. I should have, probably. At this point. Make fish. He's no more Sunfall. So now the Pakpatiq should be able to stay. I got 7 cards left in the deck, but he has no more cards left in his hand. So he's gonna make a fish and sack it, maybe? I mean, get lost in here doesn't do anything, because then he gets 2 tokens instead of 1. Demo field? Demo field's fine. If he wants to demo field my Fountainport, it already did his job. I decline. I decline your invitation for an extra mana. So he can have 2 fish. But this is 8 damage flying. So he's gonna have to sack 1. Right? This 8 damage flying, he has to sack 1. Oh man, we got through this. Puppers! Puppers got us through the game. Maybe. Okay, this game's not over yet. Don't celebrate too soon. You can still draw a split up. I mean, even if you draw a split up, I think we still win. That looks like it's another land. Okay. Wow. Our opponent's being salty. Let's go to my turn. No, GG. Not even gonna let me do the aggro. Alright, we beat him 40-minute game. Suck it. That was a long game. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you see all of those games, especially that last one, how does this deck feel, right? I think the Ojer Pakpatiq combo is novel, and it can go the distance. It does what I think I wanted to do, and it was pretty fun to play, especially that last game. And it dragged it out, but it definitely has answers to all forms of decks in the current metagame. Now, not enough answers, I would say, sometimes, and that might get a little frustrating, but that's reasonable. I would say that's acceptable, but I do think there is some fine-tuning that might be needed. So, the Spellscorn Coven, it was good, but I never felt it being great at any moment. Maybe it's just because the meta is so aggressive that I couldn't really get the bounce and then the discard to activate at the same time. Twinning Twins is also one where I wish I had more off at the times that I wish I had it, and then the times that I do have it, I don't want it. I wish I didn't have any in the deck. So, it's kind of a tricky card because it's very matchup dependent, and if I can stick a creature on board like Beza or like Kutzil Flanker, then I would like to flicker it. But if I can't stick them, then this flicker does nothing, right? So that's kind of tricky, and right now, I think 2-2 is a good split for the deck. So 2 Twinning Flames or 2 Twinning Twins and 2 Spellscorn Covens. That's about it. For the land base, I would say that I might cut a plane and an island just to have 4 demo fields because for control matchups, I don't need those demo fields. That last Fountainport really scared me in that game because I killed 2 Fountainports, I held 2 demo fields, but if they have more, I'd be screwed. So that's another idea that I had. And the last thing I thought of is maybe I need to cut 1 Loran. I don't really want to, but maybe I have to cut 1 Loran or maybe 1 Ojer even. Crazy as it sounds, maybe 1 Ojer, and Ojer, I still don't know how to pronounce it, Pakpatiq, right? Maybe I had to cut 1 of those, but I do somehow want to squeeze in a Jace, because in that matchup, if I had just ultimately be able to draw a Jace, I would not have to worry about decking out, and that's kind of an issue with this deck is that our end game doesn't have that oomph, right? We kind of stall out and then grind our opponent to death. We were able to do that just with a little beast stick on a fish. We were able to do that, and Horned Loch-Whale does go the distance with damage. But at some point, if we cannot go the distance with damage, if our opponent is playing just as much control, if not more control with their Sunfalls and their Day of Judgments, maybe I need 1 Jace to lock it out. And Jace, even if you can't even if you don't use Jace as a end game win con, he can also just be a card draw, and at some moments, just having that extra card draw might be useful as well. So it's a little bit tricky, but I do want to somehow add a Jace in this deck. I'm not sure what to remove. Obviously, can't remove the whales. Obviously, don't want to remove the twins or the covens because those are the combo with the Ojer. If I remove any of them, it makes this deck kind of wonkier. But I do want to have an extra Jace in there if I want to try this deck again. Maybe Dragonstorm is going to bring out some new cards that I can slot into this deck. We're going to find out. And that's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.